Fuck. So I'm trying this live stream thing again.
Do you know what flight plan format the Rotate uses?
I think it's just the regular format. I don't know. I've never actually like imported anything. But there's a catch that like it drives me crazy. Coming from the Flight Factor Boeings, it drives me insane. And that you have to wait for your IRSs to align before you can enter your freaking flight plan. I don't know if that's legitimate or not, but it's highly, highly annoying.
I convinced Captain Canada to get to 707.
Really?
Well, he made 1337 on Monday. In super chats.
Wow. I need to get on that bandwagon.
That's what happens when Europeans with deep pockets decide to say hi to a stream.
Oh, just so you know, I am live right now, so you can say hi to nobody. At least I think nobody.
You're not popular enough yet.
Yeah, that's okay. It was funny. I was talking to one of the guys at work, and he's like, "Don't you have better things to do than be working?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I was about to start a flight from somewhere to somewhere else," and he's like, "What do you mean?" It's like you're not West. It's like no, flight sim. And he's like, "Oh, you crash a lot?" I'm like, dude, not that kind of flight sim. Oh, you know, something that kind of irritates me about this ToLiss? I have to turn the freaking brightness up on everything. Like, every time.
Alright, now how do I turn on the displays?
Okay,
I have
so
the IRSs in align mode, so that it should be aligned.
Okay, so to get the brightness up on the FMC, you'll see a little knob to the right hand, like middle right hand side, about the same place it is on the Boeings.
Got that.
Okay.
Talking about artificial horizon.
Yeah. So now when you're looking at the two nav displays, if you look just to the right of them, you'll see like these three little random knobs, right? It's the two bottom ones. The topmost one of those three is your decision height.
Well, then I want to keep that down to minimum.
At least until you figure out what you're doing.
Yep. So the displays are on. I'm hoping that the IRSs are aligning. I have them in align mode.
So, have you entered your initial position for your whole init piece?
No.
Yeah, you'll have to do that.
I'm gonna keep.
Wow. Streaming this is taking 4 megabits per second. Wow. It's pretty impressive. Whole 4 meg. I wonder if Comcast can handle that.
It's not letting me set the IRS position.
It's not?
It's not.
Well, why not?
I'm trying to put it in the line below where it says set IRS position, but it's not letting me.
So normally, this part works a lot, well, basically just like the Boeings, right? So
I don't align the IRS and the Boeings.
Well, maybe you fly different Boeings than me. So you set your IRS to either align or nav. It doesn't really matter. And then you enter your current airport code on the left, not in the little section that says airport.
Do I have to enter my gate code?
No. But once you enter the airport iCal, it'll give you like this set of generic coordinates, and you can take that and just move it down into the basically, what is it, like 3 blocks down, I think?
It's not letting me paste it in.
Now, is the block where it wants you to paste it in on the right, do you see the little blocks, or is it just blank?
It's blank.
Okay, it sounds like you ran into the whole nav bug. So go back up to your IRS, set them to off, and then set them back to nav.
There it is.
Let's see.
The position's been entered.
Cool. Now it'll take a few minutes for that to align. Now you have the latest update for the rotate?
Nope, I have a pirated version, so I think it's 1.1.
Oh.
I have no idea. Let me look.
Well, if you look towards the center console, right below your pitch adjustment, do you see a binder of like paperwork?
I see no binders.
Okay, then you're not running 1.4. 1.4 comes with a load manager.
I'm running 1.21.
Oh. Yeah, so you'll have to do all the fuel loading and stuff manually.
How?
From your fuel menu.
Oh, that menu. Okay. So the aircraft weight and fuel thing?
Yep. Your weight and balance. I couldn't remember what it was called.
I just slam it to max gross because
Yeah.
why not?
Because science. Let's see. I'm taking off 2.6 at Pahonix. See what Albuquerque looks like. Oh, great. 330 at 13, gusting 20. Yay.
Alright, somebody. Sign up.
So I'm going to come in on what, 3? Yeah, I like 3. That sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Let's see. What does this approach look like?
It wants the Jarbus format,
Is it?
which is text files.
Oh, that's... Man, have you looked at the ILS 3 for Albuquerque?
Not recently.
Man, they basically, like, if you're doing the full arc, you're basically just coming in, doing a full circle, and then landing. That's pretty amazing. But I ain't doing that. I'm coming in from the south, so I'm not taking the arc. Although I'm kind of tempted to see if this thing will fly an arc. So why not? I'm going to do the arc. I'm going to come in from Nod Me. I'm going to overfly the airport, grab the arc, and swing on down. This is going to be a cluster. It's going to be an amusing cluster. This is going to be a cluster. Cool. Okay. Oh, man, I was almost lost there for a second.
I'm in a high density MDAE, so 172 packs.
Oh man, we're flexing to 70 on this takeoff. Flex all the things. I still don't understand the V speeds in this. V1, 126, V rotate, 145. V2, 147. Okay. We are ready to go. Yep. Let's do all these other things. Oh, well, I guess I gotta wait 2 more minutes for this iris to align. You know what I thought was interesting is, according to the forum post on this aircraft, there's no RA capabilities yet, but RA very clearly works.
Where do I find the cost index on SimBrief for the MD-88?
I don't think it lists one. What elevation are you taking off from?
If memory serves, Bakersfield's at 500 feet above sea level.
You can basically set it to whatever you want then. I normally go kind of high, like 250. Just because it does tend to be a little not so eager to go. And if you have it really loaded down, it's not going to want to really go anything above like 330.
It's going to be going to 3-1 whether it likes it or not.
It'll take you your entire trip. Are you fully loaded right now?
Yeah, but I'm running off the APU, so that's draining some fuel.
Yeah. I see. I see. We're running Microsoft minutes for this alignment. RS alignment in 0 minutes. That's great.
Hey, did the ToLiss come with a serial code?
Yes. There we go. Ding. Oh man, this is gonna be a cluster. Hang on. Hmm.
Like privately owned MDUs, do they use the front door stairs, or the aft stairs?
I don't know. Just drop both. Or can you drop both in the earlier versions?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't know. I've gotten so used to that new mode manager that they brought out. Oh, okay. I'm looking at this thing stupid. I obviously have no idea where on this airport I am.
Any idea on how to get VNAV for the entire flight, and not just my cruise portion?
It'll do VNAV the entire thing.
Even when there's no data input for my descents?
Did you plug in your final altitude and all the goodies that it wanted? Oh, and you didn't set in your V speeds before you dropped your flaps, right?
I haven't dropped anything.
Okay. Before you set your V speeds, you're going to want to set your flaps. Because it calculates it based on your actual flap setting and not your future flap setting.
Alright, it showed me 161, 165, and 170 at flaps 11.
Yeah. You might want to go 15 if you're big, fat, and heavy. Let's see. Where am I? Oh, okay.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. TOW is driving up.
What's kind of funny is I can actually see the
all
reflection
doors and hatches are closed. Ready to
of
connect.
the warning light on the tug inside the cockpit. like reflecting off the bottom side of the dash.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Did I tell you that my pedals are broken?
I think so.
It turns out one of the wires shorted out on my right pedal, so now I only have left braking.
Fix it.
It costs $100 to fix it.
Wait, it costs $100 to fix this
They
little
don't
wire?
make my model of motor pedal anymore.
And you can't just fix the short? Like a normal person? Without buying, like, replacement parts and stuff?
It's... The guy I took it to said it's gonna cost you $100 because they don't make that model, so they're gonna have to order one.
What?
Because it's a circuit that's shorted out, not a wire. I thought it was a wire. Turns out it was a circuit.
Yeah. I mean, how complicated can that be to fix? I mean... Oh man. See if Better Pushback freaks out and flips me around in the circle and throws me across the airport again. He got violent with me the other day.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
And it's a little bit toasty here in Phoenix right now, so I'm gonna let the APU do the air conditioning while I take off. Give me all that power.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Question, where are the start switches?
Do you know where the pitot heat is? Actually, I should say, go back to where the start pump switch is. Bottom right hand side, you'll see like a big knob. Just to the right of the big knob is your start switches.
Engines online. I have a feeling it's going to keep shouting at me until I turn the pitot heat on.
Yeah, you always want to make sure you turn the pitot heat on.
What's going to turn off the low hydraulic pressure warnings? The hydro pumps?
They should turn. Oh, right hand side, down like towards the left knee of the co-pilot. You'll see like, was it 5 switches, 6 switches? Flip them all up.
I have some green set. Oh, cool. It's not good from 1980. Auto back. Hello.
Hello.
Is this Edward? Who joined you?
It is whatever my ridiculously weird name is that you've given me, Goku. It is. I can't even pronounce this, Goku. Hey, bro.
Oh, it's GN.
Yes. Where are you guys flying tonight?
I'm trying to figure out why the crap that rotates shouting at me over flaps and stabilizers.
Because you didn't set your. So the MD-80 kind of works off the old-fashioned like slide rule concept. So you're not just flying an aircraft with settings, you're also flying like a mechanical computer. So you're going to want to set your center of gravity and set your flap takeoff setting using the 2 little spinny knobs. And then you're going to want to set your flaps
What's
to match. The what?
What's spinning knob?
So if you look, find your flaps, right? And go straight down from that, you'll see a section that says CG and flap with 2 numbers with little arrows on the inside of the hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll want to you get your CG from the FMC based on what you program in it. And if you're taking off flaps 15, you'll set 15 right next to it. So basically what this does is it sets a pointer reference. So instead of saying set your flaps to X value, you enter both of these units, it displays a little bar for you, and you set your flap setting to match that bar.
But if you guys are flying in or out of Boston today or tonight, they both have center and tower on right now, so.
It's now not letting me clear the knots for the V1. I cleared them because I didn't have flap 7 set.
Yeah, once they're set, I think they're set. That's okay. You should. I would rotate off around 145. That's just me eyeballing it.
What's he flying?
MD-80.
Yeah, 145, 150 area.
And he's fully loaded.
Flying FedEx, I'm guessing.
Privately owned.
Oh.
It's a party bus.
You need a drug bus?
Yeah, because who's gonna party in an MD-80?
One that's gold plated.
No, you're... Go kill a minute, you're Holly drugs.
Okay, I have 2 warnings that say throttle and autopilot.
Also, you guys can tell me if this is against the rules of baptism, because I haven't seen anything about it. Is it against the rules to have an Air Force One call sign? Because I saw one earlier.
It's not
So
against the rules, they're just assholes. Because you have to treat them like they do in real life, where the airport's shut down and Air Force One gets priority landing.
Well, either way, they're not they can't come into KPHX, so...
They can go wherever the crap they want, depending on whether they're flying a 7.4 or a 7.5.
I don't believe KPHX can handle a 7.4 nor a 7.5.
How long's the runway?
11,400, something like that.
Be confused.
Or they can just do a tactical drop of Marine 1 out of the back of a C5.
Or just kick Trump out the back.
Yeah, go skydiving.
Geronimo!
I'd kill.
I mean, they could get a military plane in there. They do have galaxies and stuff in there.
Oh, I hate those galaxies.
They're the best planes on Earth, okay?
Yeah, and until your freaking building that you're working at is like 2 feet away from one of them for freaking 3 years.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
No, I don't enjoy things rattling off my freaking desk. I find it highly annoying.
It is the most American thing on Earth. The galaxy is. It just screams America.
No, the AC-130 screams America. And the brrrr.
No, the AC-130.
The flying bird.
The AC-130 screams, screw you, screw your cover, screw anyone around you, and screw people 800 miles away from you.
I'm just waiting for the APU to shut off.
Man, it takes its time. I would just taxi.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out what the crap is shouting at me.
What's it saying?
Flaps and stabilizer.
You didn't set your flap takeoff setting. Well, your stabilizer set, basically your pitch. So the whole bit where I was talking about your CG and your flap setting, you set those 2 values, and then if you look just to the, like 1 notch to the right, you'll see like this little square block that'll move up and down. So you want to either trim up and trim down so the block, I think it's a green block, the next row to the right over matches up with it. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does. I, for the life of me, cannot find where the CG is.
The CG knob or the CG value?
The CG value.
So if you go under your
On
FMC,
the perf page.
it's not in perf. So go hit route, and then advance through the route until you get to the point where you do your flaps. Or is that under perf? I don't remember. I do it all off muscle memory these days. Why is it so hazy?
The route page or the route save?
If you click on the routes button, you should be able to advance forward, and you'll see where you do all your zero fuel weight and all that stuff. It should be on that same section.
That's on the perf.
Well, click perf and then advance through. You see a little spot on the left side about halfway down that says CG.
Or when in doubt, just take off with it beeping at you.
Chances are, if you're fully loaded, your CG is probably like somewhere between 6 and 9. So you can set it for like 7 or 8 and probably be just fine if you want to just spitball it. I mean, these are just airplanes, not rockets, after all.
Oh, I thought it was a rocket.
That's the stupidest thing you've ever said to me.
Well, he wouldn't be wrong if you're flying the 777 empty.
True. The A350 empty is quite a beast too. Well, it stops shouting at me as soon as I rotate.
It may or may not. Just set your CG to like 8.
It says my CG was 5.
Is that what it said?
Yep.
Yeah, so set it to 5 and then set your flaps. So you actually, like right next to that dial, you'll have a flap dial. So you have to tell it what.
That's already set to 15.
Okay. So then you see the little square block that I was talking about?
Okay, now it's not shouting me at flaps, it's shouting at stabilizer.
Yeah, it sounds like you need to probably pull your flaps back some. Or not your flaps, but your trim. Like trim up.
Oh, okay.
This is a good day to fly towards the east. An 85 knot tailwind.
I'm uploading 2 screenshots, one with the trim set and one without the trim set, to show you how ridiculous it looks.
It looks the exact same.
No, look at the rear. I take it the first one's with trim set.
Yes.
Yeah, you're probably, because see, if you think about where the wings are set, the wings are a lot further back, so you need a lot more trim up.
I was flying the Embraer 140 yesterday, and I slammed that thing into the ground at 1,500 feet per minute.
Oops.
A little bit.
That's an MD-80, right?
Yep.
It doesn't look like one.
It's an MD-80.
I thought the
It's a
MD-80 had a third engine in the tail.
That's the
MD-11.
MD-11.
MD-11. And the L1011, if you're an asshole.
Okay.
The 11's the next one coming out from Rotate, which I'm ready for it to come out.
like
When that comes out, I'm buying 11.
Oh yeah.
I quite like the 11.
11 to use the 11. I'll get about good 3 years of use out of 11 before 12 comes out.
I don't know what's harder, doing the exam to join BVA, the Boston, or ARTCC, or doing the reading and stuff for their SOP exam. This reading is getting annoying.
Yeah, that's why I just ATC and flight gear.
I quite like being there though. Everyone is actually nice.
Wow, that's new.
Well, it's kind of their policy.
Policy schmolicy.
I wish their policy was to have a good voice codec.
He's working with what he's got, Tim. Don't chew him out for that.
He's working with a codec from like '98.
Who, Batsim?
Yeah.
They have no one on their tech department. Their board of governors for the tech is completely empty. So they physically can't update it because they have no tech guys. And it's kind of hilarious.
In a hilarious and kind of a sad way. You know what's funny is they could probably take their code, open source their code, and say, hey, please somebody fix this. And I bet you it'd be fixed within 6 months. They'd have a new codec integrated into their software.
Well, I wouldn't even say 6 months, I'd say at least 4.
Well, I was being a little conservative.
You give something like that to a tech guy, he'll have it done. He'll have it done quick.
Well, it's actually two-part. So you have to have an ops guy to build the new voice infrastructure, and then you have to have a dev that understands the program to actually integrate that new structure into both the client and the server bits. So, but I mean, I'm not sure how they have their stuff set up, but it shouldn't be that difficult.
To get into nav mode, what do I press?
Okay.
From
so
from nav mode to FMS follow.
Okay, so when you're looking at your MCP, right? There's gonna be like 12 million buttons. Have you already taken off?
Yes.
Have you flipped on auto throttle?
Yes.
Okay. Have you put it in EPR limit mode?
I'm just having it at max open right now.
Okay. So find a button that says EPR. It should be towards the left side of the panel on the bottom.
Oh, 1 second. Okay. EPR limit?
Yep. So click that. And then a little like 3 button rows to the right on the very top, you should see a button that says nav.
Nav is pushed.
And then if you go a couple more to the right and all the way on the bottom, you'll see a VNav.
And that should do it?
Yep. And if you look so if you go back towards your front main nav display and to the right where you had the brightness adjustment knobs, and then like to the top where you get the little alert screen, it should say FMS, EPR, nav track, and VNav.
Has Goku crashed yet?
He's working on it.
And yaw damper, where is that?
Okay, so it's on the overhead panel on the right hand side about halfway down.
I can tell you're new to this.
Thank you. I now have no errors.
Crashes.
Normally this is the state you want to be in before you take off.
The wing flex is actually kind of cool.
Yeah. Wait until you try replay mode. Once you exit replay mode, it looks like your wings are gonna freaking fly away on you. It's rather amusing.
So where are you flying tonight, Goku? I don't believe an MD-11 can get from Honolulu.
MD-80.
Me or
MD-80, you know what I mean.
I'm flying from Bakersfield to Denver.
Ooh, nice little.
That's more of a kind of flight I'd be interested in.
I flew to American Samoa on, I want to say Wednesday. Beautiful airport.
Oh, you could have just said yesterday. I hope you know that today is Thursday.
It's Friday somewhere.
It's Friday in Fiji.
You're not wrong. It is Friday somewhere.
It's also
It's also a mess.
Yep, I'm rather impressed with this ToLiss. I don't normally like Airbus, but this one I actually like.
It's actually 5 o'clock for me, which is perfect.
Stop that garbage.
It's beer 30.
Agreed.
Stop that garbage.
What garbage? The beer 30? Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yes, the song.
Oh,
You see, Tim, TN is a city slicker. He's not a country boy.
Actually, no. No, I grew up on a farm, pretty much. But this is the only song from Alan Jackson I hate.
You know what's funny? I have you at 200% volume, but I can barely hear you.
Wait, so if you grew up on a farm, what's your preferred date? A cow or a goat?
Kill yourself.
Fuck you mean?
What do you think I mean?
I broke that. Oh, good. I've broken I've broken things.
Yeah, I need to get more disk space. I need more Eartha. You're not. Are there people? Uh-oh, there's nobody in the cockpit. That's dangerous.
I have an open door policy.
I wouldn't. Keep those peasants in the back.
I just wish there was a way to alter the interior of the rotate to VIP.
Why, you want a first class on your MD-80?
No, I actually want to have a bed in my rotate.
A baby maker?
And a
What?
bar. And a length-long couch.
Okay, for one, you need none of that. You know? Just go lay on the floor.
The one thing I don't want, though, is gold plating. Platinum.
But then what are we going to make catalytic converters out of?
Titanium.
I still think Goku has a mail strip level back to this, wait for personal use.
Probably.
I wouldn't be surprised with Goku.
Rawson 12.5.
And remember, you can have your gear and flaps out up to like 300 knots on that thing. So, if you're coming in a little hot, you can just dump everything. You come to a screeching halt. It's amazing.
Just gear and flaps all the way to Denver.
What X-Plane needs... Oh, did you hear? We're getting a Citation 10. X-Plane's getting a Citation 10.
Okay.
It's the world's fastest civilian airplane.
I'd rather have that TBM 900.
It's coming out just after the TBM 900. And there's
Oh.
already a set date for that.
For the 900?
For this,
Or for the Citation?
the Citation.
What's the date?
I believe it's November. I'd have to look at the article again.
So basically end of year.
Isn't the Citation 10 made by Embraer?
Isn't it Cessna?
We're gonna have to ask you to shout, Tim, because we can't Tien, I can't understand you at all.
Well, maybe if you got your fingers out of your ears, maybe you could.
It's probably that aviation headset that he runs.
No, I'm not using my aviation headset.
Oh, maybe there's the problem then.
Because I'm almost yelling on my end.
Yeah,
The
you,
aviation headset's just noise canceling it. It would be the exact same whether I was using it or not.
Are you sure your computer volume isn't turned up? Because that could also be the problem if your computer volume is turned down.
well, that would imply that he can't hear me either.
And I can hear you just fine, Tim.
It's probably my awesome microphone.
Tag, we can hear you from miles away, so.
Don't judge me.
Hey, you want to see a fantasy? Check screenshots.
Yeah, the controllers on Pilot Edge always complain about my microphone. Too loud.
Into the
Oh
mouth.
god. Oh, it's that one.
Wait, what?
Nice.
What the hell was that?
That was one of Xion's functions. That isn't NSFW. What's
What?
the main purpose for that bot?
One of your 40 bots here?
Yeah. Anyway, check screenshots. I uploaded a fantasy.
Crap one of that.
Edwards with water in it.
You're just jealous.
No, Edwards is a dry lake bed.
You're just jealous.
Dive bomb it.
I'm not jealous. I'm just saying it's a fantasy.
You're jealous.
He is jealous. You can hear it in his voice.
Mm-hmm. So how's that 2,000 hours of Netflix non-flight time doing you?
F?
Oh, now he's gonna be grumpy. Aha, time to drop like a rock. Don't judge me.
Puts boulder
Judged.
It's an Airbus, it can handle be dropped like a rock, hopefully.
Oh, you're never gonna get the thing down then. One thing I've noticed, the next plane any Airbus model does not like to get down.
This one doesn't like to slow down.
Hey, after this, you guys want to go derp around in the Bahamas?
I can't fly, so.
Nassau Center's online.
I'm doing dinner after this.
No. You're gonna starve.
Nope.
I'm gonna make Goku come to your house and starve you.
Yeah, I'd like to see him try that. He's on the wrong side of the world.
Oh, I forgot.
Who, me?
He's on the West Coast, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's on the
he's one of those Californications.
Hey, Tien's no better. He's from New York.
Oh, that,
I'm not from New York.
That explains
I am
it.
from Maine, thank you very much.
like
That's even
there's a
worse.
difference.
There is a difference. Thank you very much. We get more snow.
Oh, so you're Canada.
Debatable.
Die.
Yes, that's what Canada should do.
The Canadians
I'm not-
abuse the living crap out of their wall, which is the U.S.
I am not part of Canada. Thank you very much.
Sorry, it's hard for me to tell the difference.
We still have to deal with Trump.
Canada has to deal with Trump.
The world has to deal with Trump.
What about anything that has to do with Trump?
Your mom.
Ah, highly ineffective speed brakes. I gotta love it. The hell? Yeah, pass.
Oh, this spot's funny. Oh no. This song. Why?
This is being weird. Yeah, this thing did not descend at all. I'll have to file a bug on this. It's whatever. I can fake it.
Question: where'd you set the ILS frequency?
On the, you see the nav frequency and course right in front of you?
1 second.
It's on the far left side of the MCP.
It says VHF nav.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
you
okay.
use.
That song's annoying.
Yeah, I'm basically plummeting this thing like a rock right now.
Hits the runway, flips over, and dies.
One 7 right would be on the other side of 3-4 left, correct?
You tell us.
Oh, what's 140 plus 180?
$21. Apparently Goku can't do math. Oh, perfect. Trump to meet North Korea leader Kim Jong-un by May.
That'll be interesting.
On that day, we all will die. Yeah, I can no longer hear anything that Biden's muted.
Yeah, I had to mute him too.
That button.
I'm sorry if this is my favorite song.
Well, it's not just because it's your favorite. It's because I don't want to get a copyright strike.
Oh yeah, that's right, you're streaming, I forgot.
And also,
Did you get when the last song was playing?
I muted everything.
Smart move.
But it's not also that Goku Assist Spy is ridiculously loud.
You can turn down the volume on it.
That's too difficult.
Nah, just right click and drag a slider.
Like I said, too difficult.
Yeah, you must be from New York.
Again, I'm not from New York.
Oh, sorry, Canada. My bad. I always get those
Again,
two
I'm not
mixed
from
up.
Canada. You guys are dumb.
Well, Goku here's basically from Mexico.
I mean, California is part of Mexico.
I was actually...
Really.
It's like a liberal Mexico.
Yeah, real.
You're not too far off from there.
Not too far off. It's dead
we
on.
speak English instead of Spanish.
But see, at least in Mexico, the cartel is effective. I mean, here in America, we call the cartel a government, so...
Do I have to do the landing CG thing?
No.
Or no?
No.
Good.
Just nosedive into the runway. Call it good.
Yay, hand flying a freaking entire DME arc. Yay. Super
For
exciting.
you. Do you want a cookie?
Actually, that would be kind of nice. You got one?
get one, but it'd be molded by the time I got to you. But
Put it in a vacuum sealed bag. Adapt and overcome. Stupid wind. I'm within tolerance. I'm at 9.9.
what's the difference between Pilot's Edge and Batson?
And hi, how are you doing?
So drugs. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's one. But the quality of the controllers on Pilot Edge are much better.
We'll have to do some research on Pilot's Edge. Oh, well, can't do that. You have to be at least 18 years of age.
Wait, you're a minor?
No.
Goku, with me on your Discord, you might want to have like no person under 30 disclaimer.
Tag, I've heard a whole
You think I care?
I've heard
Forget what they get when they come on here.
I've heard a whole lot word.
You haven't seen the creative side of me yet.
I think I have.
No, not you.
I've heard and seen a whole lot worse.
Like I said, you haven't seen my good side yet. Wait, what freaking altitude am I supposed to be at right now? Oh, I'm a little high. Whatever.
You got any left over?
Only jet fuel.
You're not meant to put it in the jet fuel. You're meant to put it in the cargo bay.
I'm in an Airbus. I don't have a cargo bay.
Yes, you do.
It's called stowage, not a cargo bay.
Storage,
No, not storage. Stowage.
stowage, cargo bay, same thing. You put things in it.
That's what she said.
I was hoping you would think.
Well, and in our specific case, that's what Falcon says. But I digress.
You know what sucks? I can only hear this one-sided conversation.
Well, maybe you were deaf.
2,500.
Stupid
I wish the
hills.
Mad Dog wasn't so loud.
You can turn that down. It's called sound settings. Oh god, here I am. I'm blowing away my freaking arc. Yay, way to go.
10 out of 10. You want a cookie?
2,500.
Who let me fly this thing?
I'll take it back from you now.
None of us. You stole it.
Don't judge me.
Well, you got judged, mate. You got judged.
200 feet.
What?
Man, I jacked up my arc.
Good for you.
You want to play Ark?
Eh. It's too grindy for me.
Not if you play modded. And now the resource gathering settings turned insanely high.
Yeah.
So, what was this entire discussion about stowage and storage?
Airplanes don't have storage, they have stowage.
It's still the same thing. You put
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It is though.
No. Are you a human dictionary? No.
You can put something in there and leave it there for a certain amount of time. That is storage.
No.
Yes, but you also pay for storage. Stowage is a free service.
Actually, that's wrong too. It might be how it's used, but that's not what the definition is. Like the closet in your house is storage. The glove box in your car is stowage.
Not what I was going for, but okay.
That's good. This is not the NSFF. There we go. I'll go to the wrong channel.
Every channel in the server is NSFW.
True.
So I can literally use that command anywhere.
Yeah, I tried to do the same command for urban plus urban storage, and it gave the same answer. So I think it's broken. No. Yes, I agree with this.
That's a pretty lame definition.
In fact, you did that right.
Oh God, TeamSpeak.
$2,500.
I count Discord as TeamSpeak as the better of the two.
Between what, Discord and TeamSpeak?
Yeah.
They're both proprietary, freedom-hating programs. They're both equally worthless.
Thank you.
2,000.
See if I can smash this thing on the freaking runway. Yeah, that's true. I 100% agree with that.
No, I like the example. We fly into this here Airbus.
Do Boeing. I want to see what that one says.
spelled Boeing wrong, apparently. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that was made by a former employee, guaranteed.
Aren't most of these?
Know that Airbus one was made by a Boeing fan.
Well, it's because Boeing's better. Everybody knows that.
I mean, they do have the 747.
And a real yoke. Not this Walmart joystick.
I just put plus urban yoke. What Irish people call exiting. I can't even pronounce it anymore. 10 out of 10 on that.
Yep, I can tell you use TeamSpeak. Because it takes a team to speak for you.
Kill yourself.
2,000.
Suffer like my co-workers.
1,000.
Okay, get ready for this horrible landing. Me sticking it like it's a freaking boat.
Glide slope.
Breaks everyone's back.
Glide slope. Wait, how'd the localizer turn on?
100.
Die.
400.
Glide slope.
100 above. 300. Minimum.
Glide slope.
200.
Glide slope.
100.
Keeps complaining about my glide slope.
40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Yep. Yeah, this thing likes to bounce really easily. Oh god. Here we go. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. There we go. Yeah, this steering's still a little squirrely. I get ready for the freaking nav display freak out. For it to lag my game.
I just looked up plus urban boobs, and then it came up with this things that guys like to play with. Yes. Yes, dead on.
I'm gonna make these passengers walk. I'm just gonna pull off here to the left. What is this, air cargo or something, I think? Or is this GA? I don't remember. I think this is GA.
Go hear the songs for you. Why did it put checkmark when you said leave?
Okay. Let's look at this horrible, horrible landing. I hit hard.
What was your FPM?
I don't know, it doesn't pop up and tell me.
I have a little script that can fix that.
What's a Boeing BBJ?
Business jet.
Okay.
Doing business greatly.
He wants to give me $19,500,000 to buy a Boeing BBJ.
Nah.
I would die if I gave someone that much money.
Boop. Scare everybody.
Already dead.
Are you watching this, Goku? This is amusing.
Why would we watch a stream from you?
Should we watch it freaking bounce? I get a kick out of this. This is amazing.
Go ahead.
Boop.
The only way the 319 will bounce is if you land at over 500 feet per minute.
Like what Goku does every landing.
Well, if Airbus would make these things out of more than paper mache, it wouldn't bounce.
Fair enough.
Well, that's the only thing they can afford is paper mache.
I also messed up and didn't freaking kick the rudder up before I touched down either to take my crab out.
So
You are not using the sharklets. You shame me.
Meh.
Sharklets are the latest thing on Earth.
The sharklets make everything look better.
No.
You know what else makes everything look better?
Neo engines.
Bright ass yellow livery.
Boeing.
Yeah, that too.
Have you seen the new Spirit livery? The one that's not the Bear Fair or the Silver?
Nah.
It's like they took a hint from Allegiant. They stole their livery.
Really?
Yep.
Wait, real light or extra?
So is
I
it?
realized Spirit stole Allegiant's scheme.
Oh, good job, Spirit. Good job.
They just flip around the angle of which the paint came up. And with Allegiant, it goes down to the base of the fuselage. With the Spirit, it goes up to the top.
Good job, Spirit.
So is it just me, or does it seem like the body of this aircraft is dinged up here in the front? Like right.
That might just be the paint.
That's what I'm thinking.
Down, Death. Ow. Choking you.
Because I've been on 319s, and that's not there normally.
Like it looks like it's been hit on something.
Or something hit on it.
If you bounce, you probably broke something in it. I mean, it is paper mache.
That's where the co-pilot was hanging his lunch bag. So when it bounced and the bag bounced inside it, it pulled the fuselage in. Seems legit.
Hey, I'm gonna send you a livery real fast. It's actually a good one. You don't need to fret.
There's gonna be something. There's gonna be something gay on it.
I need to make my own. That's what I need to do.
I need to figure out how to make something else. Something Goku knows about.
Well, that kind of narrows the choices.
Well, a lot of things. So.
It also limits the chances of me caring.
You should care. You know why, right?
Yeah, I mean, Goku, Trump is going to deport you.
I don't speak horrible audio. Can you translate?
Wait, are they? Is Trump gonna deport VATSIM?
Yes, that's an Goku. Goku deserves to be deported.
I wonder, can I get
Ground to cockpit.
Better
Please
Pushback
tell
to
me where you
freak
want
out?
to go.
No.
The Verborium will have some nice step up.
Best pushback plan ever. I wonder if I get it to do that fling me across the freaking airport thing again.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Better Pushback like flung me. It was amazing.
Bye, have a good day.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Instead of expedite taxi, expedite push. It doesn't push you into the taxi, it pushes you onto the runway.
I just created this horrible plan of it taking me in circles. So we shall see. Hopefully it messes up and goes nuts again.
Flips over, takes plane.
Oh man, like the last time I was here in Albuquerque, it flipped out and started spinning me in circles, and I freaking blew all 3 tires.
Ready to connect.
Well, I guess all 3 sets of tires, but
You have 6 tires.
like I said, 3 sets. Just ignore what comes out of my mouth and know what I mean.
By the way, you have new liveries down there.
Let's see. Oh my god.
Please don't fly the Elegant into KPGR. I will actually reserve
Battleship.
Tow connected and bypass been inserted. Release parking brake.
That's it? One picture?
I'll be right back.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if the tug flips.
And you may start engines.
Tug's gonna go to sleep.
Oh, he's complaining because I got my lights on.
Oh, they can suck it off.
It's funny, he'll come in, connect, and do everything, but he won't start moving until you turn your taxi lights off. Like, I can't see.
Well, of course you can't see. You're under a big old fucking plane.
He ain't even looking at the plane. He's looking forward.
Well, then why can't he see me looking forward?
I know. Broad daylight, and he can't see anything because of like 2 nose wheel lights.
I'm blind.
Well, so far, no joy on the spaz.
I wonder, next thing you should try to do is have it try to push you all the way to the runway.
Backwards. Yeah, I think this is going to be a bust, trying to get this thing to spaz out. Oh well, maybe next time.
If I knew where you were streaming, I'd watch the stream.
There should be a link in YouTube videos. Yeah. The one right before the Malware Labs link.
Okay. I'm honestly waiting for Flight Sim Labs to get shut down.
Yeah. That's kind of a dick move doing that. Can't believe that. Bundle malware with your freaking software and then call it DRM. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, really.
It's another reason why I run Linux.
I'm just sitting here watching your plane spin around and around.
Oh, I put together this horrible. I don't know if I can. I guess I can't go back in and look at it, but yeah, it was this horrible loop-de-loop freaking pushback plan. So I was hoping it would spaz out and start spinning in circles and then fly across the freaking airport again.
I want to see you have push you back all the way to the runway. Like, I forgot something. Push you back to the runway. Let's go.
Operation complete. Set parking
Aw.
brake.
Poor dude, thing. I don't know what to do. Help.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
And little does he know, I'm just gonna call him right back.
You'd be like, no, don't do this again, please. Watch it tonight.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Let's just go stupid here. Taxi via tug approved in reverse.
Pushback approved.
You mean reverse taxi approved?
Oh, no.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, let's get dumb.
Starting tow, and you may start engine.
Only if you, were able to make it hold short. I can't wait to watch this. This is where it's gonna break.
I hope.
Here you go.
That's a super sharp turn.
Holy crap.
What's funny is if you look at the nose gear, it's not even turning. The nose gear is turning inside of the tug.
Oh my. Oh, that's bad.
That's what X-Plane does with all tugs.
I'm pretty sure in real life that would have snapped the front landing gear off.
Yeah.
The plane come crashing down on the tug. Killed the tug driver.
It'd be like that Ford commercial. I think it was Ford, either that or it was Toyota.
You mean where the driver drove out onto the runway to
Yep.
save a 7-2 from crashing?
Yep.
That was a commercial.
Thought it was a commercial.
It wasn't.
Well, what was
They
it?
had turned it into a commercial, but it was a real event.
Like, I'll save you.
What part of this mess are we on?
Which mess?
Your pushback mess.
Oh, so we completed the loop-de-loop, and it didn't do anything. So now we're trying to do a reverse tug taxi all the way to the threshold.
Oh, yeah.
See, from there, if that doesn't work, now taxi all the way back and do a bunch of loop-de-loops. All the way there.
You know that this is how they move aircraft around in Dubai, right? They don't disconnect the tug until they are crashed at the threshold.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
Because the terminal's made of glass.
Forward march!
See, this is legit flight sim in here.
See, what would be really cool is if you're able to take off with the tug still attached.
Now you're giving me ideas.
Let's do it.
Bad boy.
Something just fell off my computer. Oh god.
Good computer.
It's just a book.
So annoying.
Oh no, what? Oh no, what are you turning up?
I'm starting my engines.
Oh no.
We're about to try an experiment here.
Full throttle.
Full throttle, one engine with the tug attached.
Here we go. Let's see who'll win. Tug of war against tug of Airbus A380. A319.
The only A380 is shit.
Like you.
You know, I can ban you at any time, right?
Oh yeah, I know.
Also, speaking of banning, I think Monster needs to be banned off of Dave's Discord.
Yeah, I agree.
He's way too sensitive.
It's not really sensitive, he's strict. He's way too strict.
No, he's not strict, he's sensitive. He deleted my message the other day because he thought I was attacking someone when I was making a comment about the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Okay, here we go.
Wait. Go back inside?
What about being inside?
Go back inside?
I am back inside.
I gotta admit the ToLiss A319 is a very beautiful plane. ToLiss did a very good job.
Look at his registration.
Where?
It's above the artificial horizon.
I can't see.
He has a French registration on, or a German registration on the inside, but more than likely he has a registration on the outside.
Why do you have a German reg on the inside? Me? You're not German.
Don't judge me. This is
Hey,
America.
saw the Lufthansa livery I sent you.
Look how offset the tug is right now. Well, once it decides to update for you.
This is, you know, but if you had this like dead on center line, this would be perfect center right here.
Hey, do you have the SSG? Wait, I know you do. Can you see what the pushback for the SSG looks like when you use Better Pushback?
Well, the key there is to get the SSG to not crash my sim.
You didn't get it. Didn't crash your sim last time you used it.
It's finicky. Sometimes I load in, instant crash. Other times I'm not.
It's bipolar.
Yeah. Okay. I guess one engine isn't gonna cut this. Let's get 2 engines here.
And then do one full reverse.
Oh, there's an idea.
I still want to do the tug attempt, takeoff attempt.
Oh, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try a little bit of everything. Just as soon as this engine spins up.
This is what I like to do. I think I've come to a determination. When us 3 are in a channel, we shouldn't be streaming or playing games.
Meh.
Because apparently we
The only time Tim ever streams is when I'm in a channel with him.
I mean, how much fun would a stream be if it's just me sitting here looking at a cockpit? 0 fun.
I think
That's Captain Canada. You got enough money yesterday to justify it.
Yeah.
Oh, how much did he get?
Now see if you can set the left engines to
Reverse.
full reverse while the right one's at full forward.
Let's see.
It's that little flap at the back, at the front of it that you have.
Yeah, I don't know if I can grab it. That's what I'm trying to do. Because there's actual reverse, and that little flap doesn't move. Not in this model, anyways.
You know, another thing I wonder, can you take off backwards at this point?
No, you need a PT6 on the cup to do that. Actually, if you put a PT6 on a cup, the tail wheel becomes insignificant because it'll balance itself out then.
What's PT6?
It's the engine that powers the PC-12.
Well, what's that?
You can die.
I only know certain parts.
Thou shalt not match the power of a tug.
The tug's like, screw you guys.
I think you need 4 engines in order to match the power of a tug.
Oh, that's good. Is that coming from the engines or the brakes?
That's from the engines. You turned on the airshow smoke.
Oh, here we go. We're going forward. Flash the tug now. The tug is like... I probably should tell you guys to stop doing this, but I don't really care. You know this tug driver's gonna go home after this day, after his shift, and kill himself.
Yeah, that's how most people feel when they have to deal with me.
Yep.
Like what? I wasn't paying attention.
After you deal with me for a day, that you have to go home and kill yourself.
I've dealt with you for over a year, and I haven't killed myself.
Not much more over here.
Keyword is yet.
Yeah? Don't do it. Well, funny, kids.
You know what's funny? The 2 lurkers.
No, the 1 lurker, because I'm here.
Yeah.
I just haven't said anything.
What's your YouTube name? Don't tell me it's Grumpy.
You know my YouTube name.
I don't pay attention to Dave's streams.
I tagged you in Captain's streams before that.
Oh yeah, that's right, you're blackout.
Yeah.
You, sir, are not watching.
I'm
'Cause
watching.
I cannot tag you.
Ha! There we go.
See? I'll say hi. See, I'm watching. Wait, is that all you or is that the tug?
I'm applying right brake.
The tug just sliding across the ground. I'm like, guys, stop.
Pure gold.
Here we go.
The brake should overpower the tug.
I just let off on the brakes.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. So good.
Good extra passing with this mess going on.
Tag, I'm pretty sure we might see this go bye-bye soon.
Oh, I hope. Oh, I blew a tire.
Do you actually blow tires with this game?
Yep. Oh,
Next plane 11, you blow tires anyway.
hang on, I'm getting a phone call. Well, it looks like this isn't going to give us my planned intention.
We're done though. At this point, the truck driver has thrown up at least 80 times.
Where is he taking me now?
Oh, really?
Disconnect the tug.
Like, I'm going
Hey,
back
where's
to
the
camp.
terminal building for you? Are you at the freighter terminal?
Right now I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the
Is that
MBA,
Mr. X payware scenery?
No.
I have it. It's decent.
Oh, here we go. We're
Salt
going back.
Lake's better.
We're going to run over this side right now.
He's going too slow. He won't do his spaz thing.
Oh, that was good. That was funny. Did you stop him? Okay, here we go.
I'm trying to mess with the tiller steering and braking on random things. See if I can get him to spaz out again. I think I need to wait for him to speed up.
Hey Tim, do you know how to dim the cabin lighting in the MD-80?
Yeah, there should be a knob towards the bottom left-hand side of your nav displays.
For cabin or your cockpit?
Oh, for the cab? I have no idea where the cabin is. I mean, normally when I'm flying a plane, I'm actually flying the plane. I'm not sitting in the back drinking.
Well, there's no bar in the MD-80, so you have no chance. Now in the 350, however, that's got a nice bar.
I don't see why you couldn't put a bar in the MD.
Also, TM, Captain Canada is going to be streaming the A350 on Monday. I believe he's flying from Doha to Dubai in the 350.
Why would he be doing that? Because he's still over in Argentina area.
He's doing two separate parts at once, and he's gonna cross the pond to link them together.
Oh. So where's Doha?
Qatar.
That's gonna be a nice one.
He converted some P3D scenery to X-Plane.
Oh yeah, I know that 'cause he did one for Argentina area. I wonder something. Could you get better pushback to push you out of the airport?
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's playing along anymore. Maybe I need to give it a little throttle. Make him push a little harder.
Like, I'm not playing your game anymore. I'm tired of it. There's two planes I want to get whenever I get X-Plane. I want to get either the 777, the 74, and this ToLiss, because this ToLiss is
There he goes. Yeah, you gotta apply some forward throttle, let him speed up a little bit.
he hasn't sped up a lot.
Yeah, I've been multitasking here, trying to write an email and...
Where's he taking you now? Unless that's you. Is he actually turning you right, or is that you?
I applied some brake again.
Oh, here we go again. First you can confuse him and have it so you're facing forward and have him push you back all the way to the gate.
I'm not exactly sure who has control right now. If it's me or if it's him. So I'm kind of using differential braking to steer myself right now.
I think it's you. Because you're pushing him forward. And he's also completely sideways.
Let's go for a jaunt through the dirt.
He's trying so hard to escape. Ooh, I wonder if you could maybe try to take off with him this time.
That's kind of what I'm trying to do.
V1, rotate. How much speed do you need with that Airbus to take off?
I don't know, with where I'm loaded right now, I need like 140 knots. This tug is powerful. I'll tell you what, this tug is something else.
He's not giving up. You're gonna be hilarious if you drove to the threshold and he pushed you all the way back to where you left off and pushed you back all the way back to the threshold.
I'm trying to regain control here, but he's being Persistent.
Is it bad that I can see Spirit doing this in real life?
No, not really.
Because Spirit would do this in real life.
Hang on. Work's calling me again.
retard, 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 retard.
Pull up. Terrain, terrain. 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 Terrain, pull up.
We're all gonna die. Oh no. Oh no.
Terrain,
There we go.
terrain, terrain.
Oh,
What
is the
are
tug
you
still?
doing?
Is the tug still on there?
Fighter jet status.
Terrain, 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 terrain,
Jack,
terrain.
is the tug still on there?
No.
Terrain.
Aww,
100 above.
that sucks.
Too low. Terrain.
To be honest, if I
Terrain,
owned a
terrain.
319 CEO,
Terrain.
I would
Minimum.
just...
Terrain, terrain.
100 above.
Too low. Terrain.
100 above.
It's a good thing customer failures aren't
Pull
a real thing yet.
Pull up. Terrain, terrain.
With
Terrain,
danger zone playing
terrain.
in the background.
Terrain, terrain.
Copyright.
100 above. Minimum.
Don't
200.
sink. Too low. Terrain.
100. 50. 40.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Too low. Flat. Too low. Terrain.
Minimum.
Pull up.
100.
Pull up. Terrain, 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 terrain. Terrain, terrain.
Some corners like a Cadillac.
Terrain.
At
Terrain,
this point, the
terrain,
FAA has
terrain,
more than
terrain.
revoked your pilot's license
Terrain,
50.
terrain.
and
40.
has sent
30.
jets to
Terrain,
intercept you.
terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Terrain, terrain.
I'm actually thinking about working on my helicopter
Terrain,
license.
terrain.
Retard.
Terrain, terrain.
Oh, you see that? I just touched down and
Terrain,
took back
terrain.
off.
Minimum.
Oh, this is
Too
dumb.
low. Terrain, terrain.
I still gotta, I gotta look
Terrain,
at what I gotta do to get my
Terrain,
certification
terrain.
for pilot.
You need your
Terrain,
FAA
terrain.
medical and a valid
Too low,
passport.
terrain.
That's it.
And plus the training and everything.
For your student cert, no.
Terrain,
You just need the FAA
terrain.
medical.
Terrain, terrain.
What?
Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain. Terrain, terrain.
I honestly am thinking about
Too low.
one going to
100
get my
above.
student certification. And then a little bit after my student get my pilot.
400.
Pull
Or get my
100
pilot.
above.
Pull
300.
up.
Minimum.
Are you gonna go to a part 141 or a part 61 school?
Pull
100.
up. Terrain, terrain.
Whatever the school is that's in
Terrain,
I
terrain.
can't remember.
Woo!
Terrain, terrain.
Are they
Terrain,
at
terrain.
Are they at an FBO?
Terrain, terrain.
What?
Is it
Terrain.
an FBO?
Well,
Uh oh. And we're dead.
Oh! Ow! Not only are we dead, but everyone on the highway is dead.
Cartwheel.
Oh! Oh! This turned NASCAR.
NASCAR.
The plane. Your plane is not. Your plane is not really smoking.
Well, that's a good way to end the stream.
Yep. Yep.
10 out of 10. And the best thing is though, is you still were on your wheels at the end of it.
Oh man, look at the gear twitch.
That was.
You have nothing on your nose.
That was a rough landing.
Look at it twitch. That's amazing.
Oh, rip. You killed.
Hey, that's a typical Spirit Airlines landing.
Yeah? But they have
No.
have less twitch.
No. That's a typical Ryanair landing. Spirit would have half their plane missing. I mean,
Spirit makes Ryanair look good.